Ladies and gentlemen, today our collective efforts aim to make a lasting impact for a better, brighter tomorrow. We now officially open the two-day LCF CSR Conference 2019 with the theme Toward Collective Impact, Collaborations That Work.
We have planned the next 2 days to generate meaningful and fruitful conversations. We'll provide you many opportunities to interact, to inspire and be inspired, and to explore possible partnerships and collaborations. As you can see, this conference is in itself a product of collaborative action.
The key to collaboration, complementing each other. You don't necessarily provide the same thing, but together what you provide becomes a greater whole that can help to address the issue.
We really believe that plastic bottles are not waste. World Without Waste talks about a world where waste is not wasted.
We have proven that collaboration really works. We believe that we can achieve shared prosperity for all through collaboration and working together as one nation for the Pinoy interest.
Your investment today becomes the foundation for tomorrow's progress, accelerating change, developing global competitiveness. Let us help the schools and create a better world. To win the talent war, we have the right people with the right skills at the right time.
The most challenging way that we have to act is that we have to be courageous, that we have to actually go beyond the constraints of our own organization and to really ask some bold questions.
They say, if you love, you will forgive. And when you forgive, you will have peace. And when you have peace, you will have joy. And so when you collaborate with one another, please collaborate with joy and peace.
We're proud of what we do, and rightly so. Our materials have helped build some incredible things, connected communities, and changed lives. But let's face it, the challenges facing our business, our sector, our planet are more complex, more important, and more urgent than ever before. Doing what we've always done, in the way we've always done it, is not enough. It's why we're creating a high-performance workplace, one where anyone can be a problem solver, creative thinker, maverick, and innovator. A place where safety comes first, collaboration matters, and growth is celebrated. We need people who will question the ordinary, explore new ideas, who try, fail, and persevere when things don't go right, who share a burning desire to continually make our materials better. Whatever you do, you'll make a difference here, because we know that your passion and curiosity are the natural resources the world needs.
Enabling change and uplifting communities. This is the driving force behind Manila Water Foundation.
Manila Water Foundation is the heart of the Manila Water Company.
Established in 2005 as Manila Water Company's social development arm, MWF has since become a non-stock, non-profit organization accredited by the Philippine Council for NGO Certification and recognized by related government agencies. In 2017, MWF shifted to focus on WASH. WASH, or Water Access, Sanitation, and Hygiene Education, leverages on Manila Water's business expertise.
Manila Water Foundation's vision is to be the enabler of change through sustainable water access, sanitation, and hygiene education for marginalized communities in the Philippines. And the Foundation's mission is to create and implement participatory and responsive WASH programs contributing to holistic community development.
To contribute to the global social development agenda, the Foundation anchored its advocacy to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Internationally, we are aligned with the UN SDGs, or the UN Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 1, No Poverty. SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 14, Life Below Water. And SDG 17, Partnerships for the Goals.
MWF empowers communities through a holistic and integrated WASH program, following a three-stage approach. Water access. Safe, clean, and potable water is made available through developing water supply systems. Sanitation. Safely managed sanitation facilities or toilets are made accessible for proper waste containment, disposal, and management. Hygiene. Educational institutions and communities will be educated on proper hygiene practices to reduce health risks at all times. This is made in a participatory approach where the community takes ownership and WASH becomes the community's agenda.
Masaya at nagkaroon kami ng tubig binigay ng Manila Water Foundation. Masaya kami. Hindi nun kaya namin masukin ito. Ang sobrang saya po namin doon sa aming komunidad.
May minsan na naranasan namin na hingian na lang ng tubig. Ngayon, sawa kami sa tubig. May gripo pa. Ang tubig po talaga, importante sa buhay ng tao yan. Kasama ng buhay ang tubig na yan.
The Integrated WASH program is at the core of MWF, which brought forth the flagship programs. Lugait, providing safe, clean, and potable water to public institutions such as schools and health centers for drinking, hand washing, and toothbrushing. Ahon Tubig, building standalone water supply system and subsidizing piped-in water connections to low-income communities. Ahon Sanitacion, providing communal sanitation facilities and interventions. Health in our hands, educating communities on the importance of proper hygiene practices as key for healthy living. Moreover, the foundation is able to reach more people throughout the years through its special programs. Agapay Tubig, deploying drinking water to communities affected by disasters, and Agapay Sanitacion, constructing sanitation facilities like transitional toilets in communities displaced by disasters and calamities. In 2015, the foundation launched the Prize for Engineering Excellence, which recognizes notable Filipino engineers whose innovations helped solve development problems in the areas of water, sanitation, sustainability, and the environment. With this is the Experts Bureau, a circle of the prize's awardees who can be tapped as resource persons or consultants in WASH-related activities. Manila Water Foundation's programs are made possible by its partners and the WASH volunteers, a pool of Manila Water enterprise talents and external stakeholders who selflessly give their time and resources to MWF's initiatives.
Looking forward, Manila Water Foundation envisions to scale up and expand our initiatives. And this has been made possible with all the stakeholders and partners. We will commit that we'll be able to resolve WASH issues one community at a time. We hope that our impact will be more meaningful. And when we leave the community, that community can be sustained by the community itself. Sa bawat tahanan na aming pinapasok, sa bawat pamilya na aming kinakausap, at sa bawat bata na aming inaalagaan, ito ang higit na nagbibigay sa aming inspirasyon para maipagpatuloy ang aming hadikain na mapagbigay ng malinis na tubig, ng maayos na palikuran sa bawat komunidad. We will continue our efforts to provide clean and safe water and safely manage toilets so that we could provide the dignity and hope for every family. This is what we have signed up for, and we have only just begun.
Good day, everyone. I am Jill Ramos from Manila Water Foundation, and I will be your host for today's virtual turnover ceremony. Today marks another milestone for the program LCFWinS, Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya, as we turn over another batch of donations from LCF member and project sponsor, Holcim Philippines. Just last week, we completed a turnover activity in Davao City with the Holcim Davao plant team. And today, we are having the 5th turnover with Holcim, this time in Lugait, Misamis Oriental. LCFWinS is a product of the collaboration of corporations and corporate foundations in support to the WASH in Schools program of the Department of Education. It also supports DepEd's Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan in this time of the pandemic. LCFWinS is also aligned to one of the LCF's strategic pillars, collective impact, which is the ability to convene, participate, collaborate, and build partnerships among its members and other stakeholders toward addressing societal problems. Again, ito po ang panlimang turnover activity natin with Holcim Philippines. Since September, we have had deployments for public schools, barangays, and rural health units in Mabini, Batangas, Norzagaray, Bulacan, Davao City, and now in Lugait, Misamis Oriental. Not only that magkakaroon din tayo ng turnover activity sa Bacnotan, La Union. So these are all made possible through the partnership of Holcim Philippines with the League of Corporate Foundations, or LCF, and its project implementer, Manila Water Foundation. So, to welcome us in our celebration this afternoon and tell us more about LCFWinS, we are pleased to have with us the chairperson of the League of Corporate Foundations and the president and chief operating officer of Aboitiz Foundation, Ms. Maribeth Marasigan.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Jill. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. It's nice to be back here. Every time we get together like this, it means there's good news because things are moving. And I hope that you're all doing well wherever you may be. The League of Corporate Foundation is very proud to bring this program to Lugait, Misamis Oriental today. So amidst the current situation we are in, the pandemic and the recent typhoons we have experienced, devastating lives and livelihoods, there is still a ray of sunshine and hope. By coming together, we fulfill one of LCF's strategic pillar, and that is on achieving collective impact through collaboration. So early this year, a number of our member organizations came together and organized this program called LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya. This idea was actually born after an LCF Committee on Education brown bag session with the director of DepEd's DRRM service, Ronilda Co. So one of the points emphasized during that time was the need to strengthen WASH in schools, or water access, sanitation, and hygiene education, both in infrastructure and IEC to support learning continuity amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. So despite the fact that there are no face-to-face classes today and probably until the end of this school year, the group chose to forge ahead with a project with the future in mind. Hand washing needs to be the new norm. And if you want to encourage especially the students and drive the behavior, we need to be able to provide the means to make this happen. So LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya program aligns with the guidelines of global and national agencies such as UNICEF, the World Health Organization, and of course, the Department of Education's three-star approach for WASH in schools and respond to the achievement of the UN Sustainable Goals, namely SDG 6, which is clean water and sanitation, SDG 3 for good health and well-being, and SDG 4 for quality education. This program, as mentioned earlier, was officially launched last July during the celebration of CSR Week and will go on until the end of March 2021. To date, we have 10 LCF member organizations who are collaborating with us in this program. Of course, we have Manila Water Foundation, our project implementer, and our project sponsors, namely Aboitiz Foundation, BDO Foundation, Citizen of the World Foundation, Insular Foundation, Knowledge Channel Foundation, Metrobank Foundation, Pasar Foundation, Vivant Foundation, and today's turnover sponsor again, Holcim Philippines. As mentioned, this is the 5th turnover activity under the sponsorship of Holcim, and so far we have reached more than 30,000 individuals in schools and communities through their donation of hygiene supplies and IEC materials. So thank you very much to our program sponsor today, Holcim Philippines, and congratulations to everyone involved in this project. This is a clear manifestation that when people come together towards a shared vision and goal, we can make things happen. We look forward to many more organizations joining us so together we can heal and recover as one. Thank you very much again. Good afternoon and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Maribeth. What a wonderful, wonderful message and a very wonderful reminder that in this time of the pandemic, there is still a ray of hope during this time because of the pandemic, we are all coming together. Nothing can stop us from working together towards achieving collective impact. So with partnerships and collaboration, great things with social impact are really made possible. So speaking of collaboration, let us now hear from one of our project partners from Manila Water Foundation. Let us welcome Flagship Programs Manager, Ms. Jubail Pasha.
Hi, good afternoon to everyone tuning in our virtual celebration today. Manila Water Foundation, with the core advocacy of WASH or water access, sanitation, and hygiene education, is deeply grateful to be the implementing partner of the League of Corporate Foundations and Holcim Philippines as we bring LCFWinS, Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya. Now more than ever, hand washing with soap and clean water has been emphasized and put forward as the most effective and least expensive way to prevent the spread of communicable diseases, including COVID-19. However, there remains to be over 7 million Filipinos who cannot wash their hands because of the lack of access to hygiene facilities with soap and clean water. Only 1 in 2 schools have group hand washing facilities with soap. This lack of access is also prevalent in public spaces and even in healthcare facilities in barangays. Our celebration today is a manifestation of how strong partnerships bring collective impact. To date, we have reached more than 46,000 individuals in schools and communities as we work together to create an enabling environment informing good hand hygiene habits. In LCFWinS, we bring access to hand washing facilities, access to hygiene supplies to embed the practice of proper hand washing, and equally important, the access to information on hand hygiene with COVID-19 precautionary measures. Today, we commend Holcim Philippines for extending a helping hand to the Municipal Health Office of Lugait, DepEd Lugait District, and Barangay Poblacion in the municipality of Lugait in Misamis Oriental. They have provided 700 pieces of IEC materials on COVID-19 precautionary measures and proper hand washing. These are intended for key areas in the municipality with high foot traffic, such as the barangay hall, health center, daycare center, barangay outposts, covered courts, quarantine facilities, schools, and for common commerce areas such as public markets, sari-sari stores, and transport terminals, benefiting more than 16,000 learners and residents in Lugait, Misamis Oriental. This is indeed a step forward in strengthening the municipality's fight against the spread of COVID-19. To all of us watching today, let us embed and strengthen the practice of proper hand washing in our daily lives for a healthier and safer Philippines. Manila Water Foundation commits to continue bringing wash for all communities. Maraming salamat and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Miss Jubail Pasha of Manila Water Foundation. Nako, nagpapasalamat talaga kami sa inyo, sa MWF, for making hand hygiene accessible to everyone. Of course, with the help of all our project sponsors. So at this point, we will hear now from our project sponsor, the Vice President and Plant Manager of the Holcim Lugait plant, Mr. Arnold Pepino.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this momentous event, the virtual turnover of LCFWinS. First of all, I would like to thank our partners, Manila Water Foundation and the League of Corporate Foundations. Also, I would like to thank and acknowledge our beneficiaries, Lugait Municipal Health Office, headed by Dr. Harales, Barangay Poblacion of Lugait, headed by the Punong Barangay, Desiderio Gabe, and our Public School District Supervisor, Mr. Joylito Villasteque. One of the Holcim core values to ensure sustainability is to proactively engage with stakeholders to create shared value with society for future generations. That is why the WASH initiative is close to our heart. Holcim has been with this initiative since 2017, providing quality water supply to our neighborhood, proper sanitation, and providing facilities for good hygiene. This initiative is very timely, most especially this time of pandemic, because we are encouraged to wash our hands more frequently. And lastly, I wish everyone and your family good health and always protect ourselves from COVID-19. Thank you, and let us continue to make our world a better place to live.
Thank you, Sir Arnold, for that wonderful message. Indeed, we are creating a shared value with all our stakeholders, and we are so happy that you have decided to become one of our project sponsors for LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya. So now we will hear from Holcim Lugait CSR and Administration Manager, Ms. Michelle Galarpe.
Maayong hapon sa atong tanan. I'd like to extend these greetings to our program partners, the League of Corporate Foundations and Manila Water Foundation. Also to our beneficiaries, the Lugait Municipal Health Office, headed by our Municipal Doctor, Dr. Harlim Harales. To our host community, Barangay Poblacion, headed by Punong Barangay Desiderio P. Cabe. And to our Public School District Supervisor, Sir Joelito Villastic, representing Lugait Public Schools. Good afternoon. Holcim Lugait Plant has always maintained an open heart when it comes to assisting communities in need, especially our host communities. And we have been collaborating with various groups to help us in transforming our communities into the kind of communities we hope to live in. Our partnership with the League of Corporate Foundation and Manila Water Foundation have paved the way in realizing this goal, especially since WASH programs have become part of our community projects ever since this program was launched in 2017. Holcim Lugait Plant has always supported WASH programs even before the pandemic. We started with providing the daycare centers of our host community, Barangay Poblacion, with hand-washing facilities. And also during the pandemic, we assisted Lugait Central School in the construction of their hand-washing facility. As well as we have initiated livelihood programs that is relevant and timely today, which is the production of liquid hand soaps and sanitizers to help fight the coronavirus. And now, with the provision of these WASH IEC materials to complement all our previous WASH programs, we hope to encourage personal behaviors that may prevent the spread of the coronavirus, since individual actions are the best way to minimize virus transmission. Thank you once again to our program partners and to our project beneficiaries. And let's continue to be vigilant in this fight against the coronavirus. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Ms. Michelle. And indeed, the WASH programs of Holcim Philippines are transforming your communities to become cleaner and healthier, which is really our dream. So at this point, we will witness the ceremonial turnover of donations to Barangay Poblacion in Lugait, the Municipal Health Office, and the Department of Education in Lugait District. Let's watch this. Wow, thank you very much, Holcim Philippines. And we are sure that these donations are a big help in protecting the schools and communities in Lugait from communicable diseases such as COVID-19. Kita-kita naman sa mga mukha ng ating stakeholders that they were very happy in receiving these IEC materials. So again, that was 700 pieces of IEC materials on COVID-19 precautionary measures and proper hand washing. These are intended for public spaces in Barangay Poblacion and in key areas with high foot traffic such as schools and communities in Lugait, Misamis Oriental. Now, to formally accept these donations, we will hear an acceptance message from each of the institution heads. To start, let us welcome the Municipal Health Officer of Lugait, Dr. Harlim Harales.
Greetings from Lugait Municipal Health Office. This is Dr. Harales, the Lugait Municipal Health Officer. We have received various IEC materials for COVID-19 from Holcim Lugait through Ma'am Michelle Galarpe. These materials will not only be for our downtown areas, but also to the far-flung places of the municipality. Holcim Lugait has been one of our solid partners in the fight against COVID-19. Even before COVID-19 came, they have been with us and have been supporting us in all of our health endeavors here in the health office. Thank you so much for your thoughtfulness and thank you for your support in our fight against this battle. Thank you Manila Water Foundation, thank you League of Corporate Foundation, and of course, thank you Holcim Philippines for your unwavering support. Again, thank you and may God bless you more.
Thank you, Doc Harlim. So at this point, we have the chairman of Barangay Poblacion to give us his acceptance message. Let us welcome Honorable Desiderio P. Gabe.
Ako po ay si Punong Barangay Desiderio P. Gabe ng Barangay Poblacion, Lugait, Misamis Oriental. Lubos na nagpapasalamat sa mga kawani at sa tagapagtaguyod ng Holcim Philippines Lugait Plan sa palagiang suporta sa aming barangay. Malaki po ang aming pasasalamat na binigyan kami ng mga information, education campaign materials para mapagaan ang pagsugpo ng COVID-19. Sa ngayon po, sa awa ng poong may kapal at sa tulong ng aming mga frontliners, BEHERT at personnel sa health, walang nakatala na bagong kaso sa COVID-19 dito sa aming barangay. Nanatili din kaming alerto, lalo na po sa pagtanggap at pag-asikaso sa aming mga LSI at ROF na dumating sa aming barangay. Ang binigay ninyong mga IEC materials, malaking tulong din po sa amin para maiparating sa aming tagi-barangay ang tamang pamaraan upang maiwasan ang pagdami ng kaso ng COVID-19. On behalf sa Konseho ng Barangay Poblacion, nais po namin iparating ang aming taos-pusong pasasalamat sa League of Corporate Foundations, Holcim Philippines Incorporated, at sa Manila Water Foundation sa tulong na inyong ibinahagi sa amin. Mabuhay kayong lahat, pagpalain kayo ng poong may kapal. Kalayaan mula sa pandemya at ay makamtan kung ang pagpakita ng disiplina at pagkaisa ay maayos na magkagampanan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Cap Gabe. So indeed, this project helps strengthen the information and education campaign in Lugait and helps protect not only those going outside for work, but also our children who are learning from home. And now, let us hear from the DepEd Lugait District Supervisor, Mr. Joylito Villastic.
Good day, everyone. Lugait Municipality can be considered as one of the luckiest town in the province of Misamis Oriental, owing to the fact that it has Holcim Philippines Incorporated, as one of its benevolent partners in ensuring quality education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. I, Joelito Villastiki, the district in charge, for and in behalf of DepEd Lugait District, with a heart full of gratitude and thanksgiving, would like to formally accept the donations extended by the League of Corporate Foundations, Holcim Philippines Incorporated, and Manila Water Foundation to our end. Like any other agencies in the different municipalities in our archipelago, DepEd Lugait District has experiencing the same dilemma and uncertainties brought about by this pandemic. However, it is very heartwarming and inspiring to have the support and assistance of foundations like yours that are consistent with their vision and mission to spread generosity and helping others in turning uncertainties to opportunities. Truly, your donation can optimally help the DepEd Lugait District in standing still amidst the challenges of pandemic. The COVID-19 posters, flyers, and citra boards can significantly ensure the wide dissemination of advocacy campaign and awareness on strict observance of safety health protocols among the constituents. Thank you very much for your remarkable act of kindness. May the forces of earth be with you always as you soar high in your endeavors. We are confident that more support and assistance from your foundations will be coming on our way. Thus, we are thanking you in advance. More power.
Thank you very much, Sir Joylito. So before we end, may we now request our speakers to please turn on your cameras for a group photo. Ayan, so they're slowly coming in. So we have Jubail of Manila Water Foundation, Sir Arnold Pepino of Holcim Philippines. We are also joined by Miss Maribeth of League of Corporate Foundations. And we are now being joined by the team of Holcim Philippines, namely Hil Zalsos, Bong Dumagin, Jory Canonigo, Toto Duron, Rene De La Rama, and of course, their OVP team, Miss Michelle Galarpe, Julius Tuting, Leia Ampo, and Michelle Trazona. Ayan, so ready na ba tayo? Alright, so let's position ourselves for the photo op. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile! All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. So, all right. Goodbye. So thank you. And this is the 5th turnover ceremony under the sponsorship of Holcim Philippines. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga stakeholders. So far, we have reached more than 46,000 individuals in schools and communities through the donation of 800 packs of hygiene supplies and 4,700 pieces of IEC materials. Indeed, through collaboration, greater things are achieved. This marks the conclusion of our virtual turnover ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, I am Jill, and this is LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya. See you on the next turnover events with other project sponsors, LCF members, Insular Foundation, Metrobank Foundation, and many more. In case you missed it, I'm leaving you with a turnover ceremony video in Lugait, Misamis Oriental. Stay safe and have a great day.